Hello, welcome back to another episode of Monday with the Poultry, except today is actually Wednesday and I've been that busy doing other things that we're doing Wednesday with the Poultry today. And today's question, once I've run around to show you everything we've done in the last week, of course, because we've achieved plenty this last week, which I'm quite pleased about. So today's big question is, what's in the box? There is something in there. Well, there's 4 somethings in there. But what are they? And we'll run over that in a little bit and cover that. So let's run down and take a look. Everything's still away at the minute. First up, Victoria, as the boys call her, is in there on her own. A bit of a funny noise there. You may have spotted we've got a couple who are a bit feather pecked. And I couldn't work out which ones it was that were feather pecked. No, I couldn't work out who was doing the feather pecking. And then one of the boys spotted it was her. So I've moved her out to see if it makes any difference. Right. Morning, geese. Morning, ducks. Morning, chickens. Morning, Owen. Ready? 3, 2, 1, release the beast! Yeah, you see where she's feather pecked? So we're hoping it's going to start coming back. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The ducks laid me an egg somewhere. Not by the looks of it. Right, okay. Right, come on then you, Mr. A. Out. Out. Come on. Let's go. Look at them stupid ducks. Stupid ducks, aren't they? Come on, out that way and go round. Go on. Go on. Right. It's because I turned the camera on. Normally they do this perfectly fine. Right. Let's go. Go on, Georgie, you lead the way. Hey, stupid duck. What are you doing? Alright, I'll get everyone else out and then I'll come back for you. Right, go. That'll be the problem. Person stood there. Yes. That'll be why they're not wanting to go through. Go on. Duck versus greenback. Right, I'll whiz round, do my chores, and I'll be back at you to show you what's in the box and what's changed in the coop. Morning, ducks. Ready? 3, 2, 1, freedom! One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That proves I can't count, because there's 9. Good morning, chickens. Freedom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15-day chick is there. Go on then, last one out. Go for it. How much have you guys got? Morning, guys and girls. We got some sad news, I'm afraid. Little rescue chick, well, I call it rescue chick, the saved chick, however you want to describe it, is now too big to sleep under the wings of the other ones. It does still get in there and curl up in and has a nice cuddle like, but it can't get under its wing, unfortunately, because it's too big. And yeah, one of the banthans has come back into lay after having her hiatus, I suppose you'd call it, while she went broody. And she wanted to sit on eggs and not lay them. Right, she's doing fine for feed and water, she is. Let's go in and say hello. So see, I can move her into here because she is one of the head honcho chickens. Anything happens, she's the boss, which I think might be part of the reason why she's doing the feather pecking, but we'll see. I think it's her. I'll give her a week, a few days in there. Any eggs there? No eggs. Okay, righty. Okay, let's go and take a look and see what we can see in here. So what's changed? Now you will remember last week we did have the chicks in here. Let me just put that down. There we go. Right, so now I know where I am. So we did have the chicks in here last week, and I was going on about how I was going to make a hole in that corner to get stuff through, to be able to do stuff, to be able to bring through the geese and everything. I've scrapped that idea, mainly because I tried to make a hole, and every time I made a hole there was more beams going across than I would want there to be, shall we say. So I've got rid of that idea. So we've gone round, we've basically covered up the holes that were there that were caused by the animals getting in. So that's all been covered up. We've put these two bits of stuff in the way, and we're going to put what's in the basket into there in just a minute. First I got to top these guys' feed up. I came up to them last night and they were running low on water. I thought, do I do them at night or not? I thought, no, I'm not going to start getting into that hullabaloo. But the problem I've got now is where I've moved everything, I don't have a lot of room for stuff. So I need to get rid of loads more stuff, and it's like, no, what am I going to do? Like, so, some of it like that, that's just rubbish. Oh, the other thing, yeah. There's a light. I whacked up a light in here because it was getting a bit dark, so. But the light is actually set on a timer. And it's quite interesting because the chickens put themselves away like they always do, and rather than just being normal roosting chickens when I come up of an evening, they're actually chickens that are still in here having a bit of a party together and having a bit of fun. Alright, so you guys need a proper clean out at some point. The other thing we spot with locking them away is that we're getting a lot more eggs. I'm not sure if it's because the chickens were previously laying elsewhere and then bringing them in, but one of the problems it's given me, well, I don't know if it's one of the problems that that's causing, but a problem I'm getting is that they like to roost up here. They sit up here, and then we end up with nest boxes that look like that, and yeah, they're no longer using those nest boxes. But these eggs, there was 4 from yesterday that were left over, and then I came up last night and I cleared out the nest boxes, and then obviously what I've just picked up this morning. And plus there's also going to be what these girls here have been arguing about. You see Mrs. Blue, she's always had a bit of a empty bum, and I think that she's been a little bit feather pecked, but it'll be interesting to see, just leaving her out for a few days, leaving out Victoria, and see if anything changes. Right, so I need to sort out feed and waters for the new ones, and then I'll be back. Righty, let's get on with it. So, have you had a guess? Do you think you've worked it out? Do you think you know what it is? If you haven't worked it out yet by now, and if you watched our videos in the past, they were hatched by us. They have been living at home. They are about, I don't know, 6-8 weeks old. They make that lovely little cheep, cheep, cheep noise. Like that. At the minute. Oh dear, me climbing into here is a bit of a... See, I've only got that little gate at the minute. I'm going to have to sort it out properly and get rid of this top bit so that I can just walk back in and out. So, the reason why they're getting into here is because they're outgrowing the enclosure we got them in at home. They will flutter and they will fly. If they get up and they fly out and they end up in there, it doesn't matter, they can't go anywhere. So yeah, they're perfectly safe. So we've got the bar in for them to roost on. We got water. We got one of the feeders that's the pedal feeders, so they have to stand on it. So they're going to have to learn that. We got a spade, just in case they want to do some digging. You never know. Actually, that shouldn't actually be in here still. It should be over that side. So if they want to do some digging, they can't now. So yeah, let's open them up. And we will see what we've got. See if they decide to walk out. See if they're going to be one of the good creatures that just decides to venture out. And no, like any good release, they decide just to sit in there and do nothing. So let's open them up. 3 of them are lavenders. They're also called a type of blue. I can't remember what type of blue it is that they're called off the top of my head. And the other one is a white. And they are turkeys. I'll put their age up on the screen. I think they're about 6 weeks old, something like that. I might be totally wrong. But as you can see, they're just getting to that stage where the neck's starting to go all pink. So they've obviously lost all the baby feathers. And yeah, they're getting bigger, much bigger. And there was one the other day that went gobble, gobble, gobble out in the garden. And we was like, right, that is now the stage where we need to think that maybe keeping them out in the garden isn't the best of places to be keeping them. See, I think when they do that, they look like little vultures. Oh, nice, thank you very much. So that's the 3 blue ones. Obviously, when we bought their eggs, we just bought eggs. They were just marked up as turkey eggs, no colour or anything else to them. And what will happen to these guys is they will go off to the November auction and they will be sold there. So they might go as Christmas lunch. They might go as breeding stock. But either way, because we don't know the history of them, because we don't know the parentage, there's pretty much little to no point in us actually keeping them, and I don't want them as pets. Okay, so there we go. That's it for this week. I've got the eggs that are going up in the honesty box, and everything seems to be done. We'll leave the chickens, we'll leave the turkeys to get themselves settled in now, and we'll put some weight on them, and then once they get a little bit bigger, they'll then be coming out here somewhere. They might go into this enclosure, they might go into that enclosure, or one of these. But yeah, we'll work out what we're going to do, but we're going to try to keep them away from the chickens if we can. We might even put them right down the far end there into somewhere totally different. So thanks for watching. Again, if you've got any comments, questions, queries, want to tell me something, whatever, leave it down in the comments below. And until next week's video, bye bye.